Hello, everyone, and welcome to SOCS episode 34. It's halfway through the year, so we decided that this episode would be our halfway through the year favorites. And then, at the end of the year, we can kind of like compare and see if we like things the same or better or whatever. So, for our first category, we have favorite music video. So, for mine, I picked Bambi by Baekhyun, my military husband, who I miss very much. He directed it. I thought he did a great job. I loved the dramatic train sequence. I liked the kind of smooth criminal references he was doing, like a lot of Michael Jackson references. Bad, Smooth Criminal. I loved the choreography, the female background dancers. The part with like all the sparks, that part was really cool. When he like hangs out of the train and like sings and the falling, so good. Dramatic excellence, cinematic excellence. Miss Baekhyun. Sin, what was your favorite music video this year?
So actually, my favorite music video this year, it's not going to be a surprise to anyone, but it's also like, you have to take it with a grain of salt. It's my personal opinion, but it's definitely Butter and Butter Hotter version. And I'm going to explain why. So Butter was just so much fun to me. And I had a lot of fun, like actually taking part in like streaming it. And it's just so cute. But the hotter version especially is really adorable because it's just them being dorks and like not doing any choreo other than what they come up with on the spot, which I thought was hilarious. And yeah, like Jimin falls out of a chair again, and June does what he thinks is dancing. I don't know what it is, but it's adorable, and I love him for it. Jungkook, was waving his little hair around, white girl dancing. Very proud of him. So I was just very into. Yeah, he was all in it. It was very Scarlett Johansson in that
Marriage Story.
Was a movie. Yes, it was perfect. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. My man was feeling himself. So I chose those two as my favorite music video. I watched a bunch of music videos. Obviously, I was like, oh, maybe Advice. Maybe I could choose this one. Maybe I could do, like, I even thought of Bambi, but I was like, I smile all the way through Butter every single time, no matter what version that is. And so it just makes me the happiest. So I put it as my favorite, a true army in this hoe.
Let's go. Skylar?
Okay, so my favorite music video of the year was Bambi by Baekhyun. I remember watching it and just being really amazed. I also said the lighting was a little bit different than what I usually see with K-pop music videos. And if I remember correctly, you said that he had a part in directing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's shocking. He should be very proud of himself.
Artist.
Real artist. Super talented. So yeah, I would have to say that's the best music video I saw this year.
So our next category is title track. And I had to go with Lilac by IU. That song goes so hard. I listen to it like once a day, every day. Disco excellence. IU's voice sounds so beautiful on it. The way the string section comes in on the after the chorus before it goes back into the verse is so good. It's just like cheerful and bright. Really great arrangement, great production. Her voice sounds great on it. It's kind of like everything I want out of a really fun, happy pop song. Probably will be my song of the summer until my summer queens come back in August. Let's go, Red Velvet, come back. It's been so long. But yeah, I really love that song. And yeah, I was definitely like thinking about that with music video also because I really liked the music video. 2 Train music videos actually, but very different interpretations of Trains. But yeah, I really like that song. Very beautiful springtime, summertime, fun song. Yeah.
I love that in IU's video, she has no idea what everyone's doing when they all start dancing simultaneously, and she's just trying to go along with it. I'm like, yes.
I think that's supposed to be like a metaphor for her like debuting solo while most idols like debut in groups.
Got it. But for my title track, woo, gotcha with this one. I switched it up. It's Bambi, actually. No, I didn't switch it up, but I knew what you were thinking. You were like, oh, JB. No, sorry. That's a single, not a title track. So, yeah, so I chose Bambi by Baekhyun because I was super impressed with the song. Like, the song itself, I mean, obviously I was impressed with the music video, but the song itself was so good. And, like, I was, teetering on the line of being, like, a Baekhyun fan. I was, like, putting my toe in the water, but I was like, yeah, I don't really know. Now I'm in it.
Yeah.
Now I'm here.
I got her hooked and then he left.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as I was like invested, like, wow, what's he gonna come out with next? It was like, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to the military. So, now I'm suffering because Baekhyun's gone, Chanyeol's gone, Taemin. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Jin either. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna bring it up. But yes, so Baekhyun, best title track, deserved, won, awarded.
Tyler?
Hey, I just saw that the topics are a little different than I thought. So I think that my best title track is Leave Me Loving You by Jackson. I think that is one of my favorite releases this year. And it's there's like very few songs I listen to like on my Apple Music, and that was one of the songs I listened to the most. And yeah, I just love that song.
I love the video for that song too. And the lighting in it is so good.
Yeah, and he also directed that, just like Baekhyun directed his.
Wow, Director
off
Kings.
Director Kings, yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. Okay, our next topic is B-side. And now I threw this in because I wanted to pick this song, and it's Why Can't You Just Love Me from Wendy's album Like Water, which I wish so badly was the title track. It is so good. It gives me that 2000s kind of like, not alt girl, but like free spirited girl with her like platinum flip flops listening to Put Your Records On or like Unwritten or something. I loved that song, but I also have to give it a tie with another one of my favorite songs from this year, which is Gone by Rosé. Two very different vibes. So Why Can't You Just Love Me is just a really solid pop R&B kind of track that her voice just sounds excellent on it. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's fun, the production's great. The lead guitarist on it went off. And Gone is something that I really didn't expect YG to kind of like let Rosé really do. It's really, it's really sad. It's really heartfelt, and it's really just her singing over one electric guitar. And I was just really impressed with how much emotion she's putting into it. And I love the music video. I just thought she did a really excellent job. And it definitely was my favorite song on her solo release. So yeah, I had to give it to those two.
Nice.
Support your queens.
Exactly. Black Velvet in your area.
No. Okay. For my favorite B-side, I struggled over this one a little bit, like, especially because of new releases that have recently come out. I really considered putting Paradise on here from EXO's new album because it slaps and it's so good. And I have been listening to it on repeat the last, 2 days. But there was one that I am, obsessed with. I can't get over this song. Literally, Heart Attack by SHINee from their Don't Call Me album is so good. All of the B-sides on that album are amazing. I love Marry You, Kiss Kiss is really cute. Code, like all of them are good, but Heart Attack has like a special place in my heart. I don't know why. I love that song. I love the production on it. I love the choreo for it. The stages are always so cute and fun. Taemin calls me his boo in the song. I couldn't let it go. Like, I'm very much obsessed. Onu's voice also on that song, his little bridge, beautiful. Chef's kiss, wonderful, amazing, talented. Lady Gaga's whole different vocabulary during that meme in which she just says all those amazing words, all of that. All of that to Onu. But yeah, I love Heart Attack. One of my favorite K-pop songs.
Skylar?
Okay. So my favorite B-side from this year is Bother Me by Lee Chungha.
Yes.
Chungha is, I wish that was a title track. I also put it on our SOCS playlist as one of the songs. I would have chosen it for a title track, but Bicycle was great either way. But I think Bother Me is one of my favorite songs I've ever heard from her. And it's like the best dance record from this year. I get, well, honestly, not even in K-pop. You know, just in general, I think it's one of the best dance records I've heard from this year. So I love that song so much. And I think that'd be my pick for favorite B-side.
Is that the one where she's like, you didn't love me, so now you see me on TV? Or like whatever she says?
No, that's not it.
That's not
But
it.
I do love that song. Now I have to give a special mention to X by Chungha. I love that song. That one too.
Yeah, that song
But
slaps.
no, Bother Me is more dance and like upbeat. You should listen to it. It's really, really good.
All right. I love Chungha. I need to check it out. So our next category is Best Boy Group Comeback. My heart really wanted me to say Don't Fight the Feeling. But I don't know if it's technically a comeback because there's no stages. But also, I just had to give it to Shiny's Back.
Shiny's back.
Yes, Don't Call Me is K-pop perfection. It's dramatic. It's like
Schwal's rise. Okay.
Schwal's rise. Okay.
Rise.
Oh my god.
Just from like the opening when Kibum is like, I don't want you back. Don't call me.
Call me.
You say next time I'm saying
you
your
don't
life.
Call me. Don't call
Yeah,
me.
you might be onto something with that one.
Perfect. It's perfect. The right amount of drama, the right amount of self-aware fun, the best dancing. It's Shiny at their most like SM like K-pop perfection. I loved it so much. It was just so fun. So I just have to give it to that song. All the stages were it's so good. It's just so good. All right, Sid.
Okay, so for my boy group comeback, I chose a recent comeback just because I've been really enjoying it, and they're so cute. I gave it to TXT for their KS chapter Freeze. Okay, like I literally yesterday, like last night, when I saw that they released their little Good Morning America performance of Magic. Magic was one of my favorite songs on the album. So I was like, oh my God. And it was so cute. And like, I love their like title track, Lovesick. Like, I love that song. It's great. And it's some like a different kind of sound from what we usually get from them, a little darker. And the music video for it was amazing. All their stages were amazing. They released their new music video for Magic. That was very entertaining, very interesting.
We'll be reacting to it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll react to it later. So go to YouTube and watch that. But yeah, I love TXT. I've been getting really, really into them. I can't wait for the Studio Choom to come out for Magic. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying this comeback with them. I think they're so cute and they've grown so much. And I can't believe like that they're like established and big because I remember their debut, and that was like when I was first getting into K-pop. So, love TXT. Favorite boy group comeback.
Nice. Okay. My favorite boy group comeback is Days by Hyphen. Just me? Okay.
No,
I
that
thought
song
we were
slaps.
having a clap.
That song was good. A round of applause.
Listen,
Oh my gosh.
I'm just clapping. I'm clapping for them because I watched the show that they were on while they were being formed. It's amazing to see them go from that and live up to the expectations, because that show was a global hit, and they still are making such great music. Their debut was great. All the music that they made has been like a hit. This is my favorite comeback from them. It's my favorite comeback from a boy group in a while, probably, aside from Shiny. But they don't count because like Shiny is like, they're not a boy group. They're like
they're a phenomenon. They're
they're the group.
Shiny World is a lifestyle.
Exactly. But in Hyphen, they're new and they're making such good music. I love that song. Also cool to see Jay doing his thing, because I really rock Jay. I know Sid does too. And yeah, keep going, boys.
Yo, Fever, the follow-up to Drunken Days, wild. Like, they're so good. They're so talented.
All right. Next, we have girl group.
The time Olivia has been waiting for.
Yeah, girl group comeback. I'm gonna kind of like defy expectations, because ITZY is probably like my third favorite group, like overall. But I actually decided to give it to After School by Weekly, because I don't know what they put in that song, but it is so addictive. I cannot stop listening to it. I love the video and their like little 90s skater outfits. I love when they like roll around on the stage with the skateboards. I loved the choreography. I just thought it was a really, quintessential, catchy, fun girl group K-pop song. Something along the lines. I'm not going to say it's as good as G, because G's a classic, but it's kind of something along those lines, where it's just like, it's so bright, it's so cheerful, it's so catchy. You never get sick of it. It's got a really memorable melody that you can sing regardless of what language you're listening to it in. And I don't know, it's just the musical equivalent of crack cocaine, I guess.
You
so
said
addictive.
You said this pick would surprise us, and I am surprised.
Yeah, because
I'm not surprised.
Have
she
I
was
talked
raving? I'm surprised, but I'm also not, because she was raving about this song. I am surprised about her analogy. That's different.
But the crack cocaine of music.
Yeah, you really love this song that
this
much.
Song
That's
is
surprising.
so addictive. I can't stop listening to it. So good.
Well, I will definitely have to look it up again then. Am I next? Am I going? Okay. So for girl group comeback, I actually chose one that I only noticed because of this channel. So thank you, SOCS. I chose Easy by WJSN, the Black, their little subunit, because that was like the girl group song that we watched that I like really enjoyed. Like, it had like a spy theme in the music video, and the choreo was amazing, and they were in their suits with their like little cutouts on the side, and they looked so good. And the song, like, I immediately put it into my playlist after we watched it, and it's like so catchy. It's like, it's so easy. And it's like, it was like more melodic. And so I really like songs like that. And I feel like we never see like a lot of darker concepts for girls, especially like, I don't know, we see like elements of it like with ITZY, but they make it bright, even though like they had like Mafia in the Morning, it was a bright song, whereas this was a little more sensual and like a little darker concept. And I was like, oh, I love this, especially the suits were amazing. So yeah, I was happy, and I'd never really heard of that group before, so I was like, they did that. Definitely will be paying attention.
Yeah, that's a good point for girls groups. Like the only one I can really think of with like a dark concept overall is Dreamcatcher, but even still, it's not like a slow, sexy kind of R&B kind of song. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, like they're metal kind of thing. So yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, great pick. There was also a lot of girl comebacks that I liked this year, but we are talking about the best, and someone had to say it. I picked Mafia in the Morning by ITZY.
Oh,
as
okay.
the best
Yeah,
comeback.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
someone had to
put
pick
it in
it.
there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
choreo is so good. The choreo for that song is so intense and so amazing.
And Ryu Jin in a
Yeah.
suit, dangerous.
Yeah. You're dangerous, exactly. As you can tell, Olivia is a huge fan of this group. So yeah, she put me on to them because she kept talking about them, and yeah, I saw the music video and I was just amazed. I haven't seen a girl group really go that hard in a long time, other than Twice. Twice is just like those girls, and I mean Red Velvet too. But like as far as the new generation, I think ITZY is really setting some sort of like precedent. They're like pushing the envelope in a way that I really enjoy personally in all groups, boy groups, soloists, and so on. So yeah, I had to pick ITZY. Go ITZY.
ITZY!
Not shy, ITZY.
That's Wanna Be Right is the show. I can't do it.
Yes!
That's pretty good.
Yo,
Yeah.
let's go.
You know, I could
Yeah,
totally
if
be
SOCS
an
was a
ITZY.
group, Sid would be the main dancer. We already know.
No, for sure.
Tyler's the main vocalist.
1000%.
And I'm the main rapper.
Little steps.
Let's
Do
go.
it. You could be the next Say Hun. We out here.
I'll hang up
All
right
right.
now.
So next
You guys
category.
knew. I'm not gonna put Sid on blast.
Next, our next category is choreo, and for this one, I also had to bring it back to Shiny with "Don't Call Me" because that choreo goes so hard. Don't call me. Yes, that song.
When they hit the woo, in that song, that's when you knew.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
serious.
Oh man, I remember they were like just previewing the chorus part of the choreo before the song came out on Knowing Bros, and I was like, you know, Kpop out here reminding everyone he's still an idol. So it was incredible. They were all so good. They were putting their all to it. They hit every move so hard, all of them. Like, oh, it's so good. And then, it's just a perfect K-pop song. You know, like everything about it is like the song, the choreo, the music video, everything. I love it. Sid?
Okay. First of all, valid. Second of all, so for mine, I actually changed it since we last talked. So my favorite choreo that I did for a group because I thought, like, you know, Taemin is Taemin. But I chose for favorite choreo Black Mirror by ONEUS because of the Michael influence, okay? Michael Jackson is the greatest of all time. And I just loved that song so much. Like, I had it on repeat. But, like, if you actually watch how intensive the choreo is throughout, they did a great job with that song. Like, there are so many moves that are so iconic. They even did one part where they like did part of the Move Taemin choreography. And so I was just like, come on. Like, they worked so hard. ONEUS, like, they're a well-known group, but obviously, like, there are bigger. But I really just think they deserve recognition for that choreo specifically. It's so good. I saw them perform it at the 1 Million Dance Studio. And I saw that practice, and it was like really impressive. they bring in mirrors and there's a whole lot of like camera work involved with the choreo. So I think they deserve that.
Nice. Yeah, that one slapped. Skylar?
For best choreo, I have Mafia by ITZY written down because that is the choreo that I remember. And but that being said, that means it was the choreo that I found the most memorable. I remember watching TikToks and like noting the choreo right away. And I just like to also just sort of just shout out girl groups with like, great choreo, hard choreo, difficult choreo, because I know sometimes they kind of like shy away from giving girl groups some intensive choreo. So it's nice to see it, when you do see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I wrote down first, and then I was like, oh my gosh, Don't Call Me came out this year, but that one was so good. I loved it. The part where they get on their knees. That part is so cool. Yeah, definitely agree. So our next category, are we gonna do the stage? For this one? Okay. So for this one, I picked SHINee doing Atlanta. This is my third SHINee pick, but this is my last one. But let's go SHINee. Atlantis on NBC. Yeah. Atlantis on is that Music Bank on NBC?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, on Music Bank. And this is the one where they did all the funny ending fairies. So like Taemin like pulled out a giant piece of his hair, and Kbum like had a sign saying like I'm not doing this anymore, and Minho had like a fan. It was really great. I just love how much fun they have with everything, and also they brought it because that song slaps too. I love that song, and I just thought it brought the quintessential like charm and energy that we love from SHINee, as well as the talents. Kbum is a little comedian. I love him so much.
I love Kbum. I want Kbum to hate love me as much as he loves Taemin. I know it could never happen because I think Taemin is his favorite person on the face of the earth. But if I had one wish and a fairy godmother, like
the homies of Kbum.
Exactly. I just want him to like me. I feel like if you can pass Kbum's vibe check, you're like the greatest person on this earth.
Facts. 100%.
So exactly. Like I feel like that would just prove your superiority as a person. You could be like, okay, but Kbum actually likes me. And then everyone else would just have to be like, fuck. Well, yeah, that's for you,
Yeri haters. Yeri passed Kbum's vibe check. Did you? I don't think so.
Exactly. That an accomplishment.
Yeah.
So for favorite stage, right, we're on stage.
Yeah.
My favorite stage. So I struggled with this one and I cheated because I have two.
Okay. I picked two on one. That's okay.
Yeah. So my first one, I'm sorry, you guys know I can't help myself. It's Advice by Taemin from Beyond the Live, the stage version, because Taemin performing is a different animal. Like that's not the same person. It's a different person, and he's a demon. Like it doesn't make sense. He is so talented. Like the way he moves, the way he can hit those notes while moving like that, I do not comprehend. I can't understand it. It defies logic to me, but he is so talented and I'm literally going to miss him so much. It's actually sad. My heart breaks when I think of the lack of Taemin content that I will be getting for the next few months.
Few months?
It's fine.
More like
girl, let me live.
Like few months, more like a year.
It's exactly around 552 days or something. But
yeah, I'll hang up right now.
Not you counting it all up.
It's like wow. Okay.
that
Wow.
based on when he went in, he's supposed to get off on October
Yeah.
31st of 2022.
Hmm.
So leave me alone. Anyway.
Okay. Wow.
Taemin advice. And then because I can't say this enough, and I really do think they're one of the most talented fourth generation boy groups and that they deserve more. The boys for their final performance of Kingdom, because I couldn't get over the dance break. Like Q controlling the boys
Mm.
actually insane. And they did it so well. And even like all of their VCRs, no one was slipping. No one was caught slipping. Juyeon danced in water. Like the whole thing was so theatrical and amazing. And it really displayed the best of what they can do. And their choreo is always on point. So, yes.
Wow. Well, I must say that you caught me off guard at the end because I thought you were going to say ATs. And I
Well,
felt so smug when you were building up to it. And then I wasn't let down because it's the boys. But okay. I will say that my favorite stage was Fireworks. I'm the one by ATs. No particular performance because, everything they do well on stage. They're a stage type of group. And I just enjoy seeing them. And I'm gonna go with two because say one with two, and also I am piggybacking off of Sid. I would like to say that it is Advice by Taemin, but it is the Studio Choom version. Watched. I feel like I have to say Taemin no matter what during this mid-year evaluation thing because it's like, how could I not say Taemin? I don't think I have Shiny on here, which is kind of a shame. But I have to say somebody iconic. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good picks. Good picks.
Yeah.
So next we have album. And this one, I have got to give it to my girl Wendy for her solo debut, Like Water. Now, Like Water, the title track is kind of not my favorite, but every other song is so good. When I first listened to it all the way through, I cried. And it might be because it was late at night, I don't know. But the song she did with Silgi is perfect. The Road, her like kind of rock ballad is like powerful and amazing. When This Rain Stops is so good. And then of course, Why Can't You Just Love Me, which I already mentioned before. Every track is something that's like on my regular rotation. No skips. Even Like Water, I don't skip it. It's just like my least favorite on the album, but I still love every track on it. I think she did such a good job. And I wish SM promoted it more. I also wish they promoted Hello by Joy a little more, but they're working hard on their comeback, and Joy has a drama she's about to shoot. So, scheduling conflicts, things happen. But I just thought that album was so strong and really just something unexpected and just a really great showcase of how good of a singer she is. Sid?
Just so you know, Sky, ATEEZ was going to be my favorite boy group comeback because I watched every stage for Firework, every single one, every single outfit. Didn't matter. I was watching it. San was in a titty sling. Everything was beautiful. But just so to keep the momentum, for favorite album, guys, I can't tell you enough that I am a schwal. So it's Don't Call Me, the 7th album by Shiny. Okay. Look, I can't help it if they're great. So that's all. I love every song on the album. Every song. No skips. Everything has so much personality in it. And I think that's what I really like about Shiny songs is that their stages, their songs, it has so much of each person in it and their own unique charm to the music and to the sound. Like Taemin's raspy voice, and like Onu's beautiful vocals, and Minho, he can rap and sing. Like he does it melodically, but also like he can also hit some notes.
Mhm.
And so I'm just very impressed with all of them. Kibum, amazing voice. Like they're all arounders, and you can tell when you listen to that album. It sounds full. It sounds finished. It sounds so amazing. There's not one song that I don't like, or like don't even like. There's not one song where I'm like, yeah, that was okay, but like they're all so good.
So you could
So,
say you
yeah.
have it on replay, right?
Replay, replay. Yes.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is basically the We Love Shiny episode.
This really was. But like, how can you not? Like, I just will leave it there.
Sky?
Okay. I had to clear my throat. Sorry. My favorite album this year
No,
is going
I'm on my podcast. Sorry.
It's okay. I have to clear my throat. My favorite. All right. Sorry.
Sorry, we're gonna edit this. Sorry, Jade, I'm in my podcast, so I couldn't answer you. Yes, I'm still on. I'll come down when I'm done. Okay.
So my favorite album of this year would have to be, listen, I don't know how to pronounce this album name. Currentia. It's by Chunga.
Oh,
I
yeah.
listened to this entire. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chunga, if I'm butchering the name, or Chunga fans. I listened to this whole album. I think it's like very solid. It's a dance album. I like that you can tell she was very clear on what she wanted to sound like. And I love when an artist knows exactly what they want. It didn't necessarily have like a concept, but it did have like a specific sound. And yeah, I just think she's really talented. There's not many female soloists in Korea. So to see her doing her thing and she's so young, she's like kind of around my age. I just have a lot of love for Chunga, and I pride her for putting out such a good album. Go Chunga.
All right. And for our last category, we have Best Solo Track, which I've already said before, but I gotta give another shout out to Lilac by IU. That was my favorite song this year so far. I listen to it all the time. It's just so good. It's so good. Thanks, IU. All right, Sid.
So I'm not gonna go on and on either because it's Taemin, and that's it. Period. The end.
Advice?
Yes, Taemin, Advice, best solo comeback all year. I don't care.
Okay. I have one. I thought about it. I have to say, as far as a solo comeback, I gotta go with Antidote by Daniel Kong. Daniel Kong, I'm sorry for pronouncing it wrong. I think I've listened to his music before. This was the first time that I was like, wow. You know, he's a really dynamic artist, and he's talking about some hard topics too. I read a little bit about his story and, you know, things that he struggles with. So I think maybe that's also where I feel a little like the connection there between the artist and the listener. I love that. So yeah, I think that song is great. I gotta give it to him for best solo comeback this year.